Welcome back to the podcast, everyone.
Just want to let everyone know that Elizabeth is wearing pants. But a bit of a late start today because she had to shuffle around for about 5 minutes until her pants got in the shot. But
I had to make sure it doesn't look like I'm naked.
just to verify, she is wearing pants.
I'm wearing shorts.
As am I, if anyone was interested. But if we're ever not, we'll let you know. We're doing another little couples Q&A today because we've kind of found it's just funner for us and funner for us when we listen back. And I think for other people to listen as well, we just have a bit of fun with it. Just ask some random questions and you learn a bit more about us and we learn a bit more about us too, actually. It's kind of cool to so many of like questions. Like I feel like when you're in a relationship for a certain amount of time, you feel like you know the other person, so you kind of just stop asking each other questions. You feel like, yeah, I know this person. There's no need for me to be curious. So it's cool to actually sit and like have some questions in front of you and be like, oh, you know what? I've actually never, like this person who I've lived with for the last 5 years of my life, you know what? I've actually never asked them this. It's a really cool experience. So if your relationship's starting to fizzle out, you feel like there's something missing, get ChatGPT to make you up a list of questions and it's all going to be sweet again.
Reignite that fire.
Reignite the fire. Keep that fire burning. Would you like to start, Elizabeth? Or
Yep.
everything all good?
No, I'm so blind. I'm like, is it recording yet?
If Liz deletes that, I'm reacting because she just turned into a long-necked tortoise for a second and just really
I was just checking the
investigating
camera. I love doing our podcast, but I'm definitely wearing a few hats because I'm like keeping an eye on all the cameras
and pants.
and keeping an eye on whether I'm wearing pants or not. Do you want to start off with the questions?
Well, you want me to start?
I want you to start.
Oh, well, you better finish then. So it's fun. If we could steal one thing from every country that we visited, what would it be?
One item only.
One thing. So I can answer it first if you want like a guideline over to it. So Japan for me, this is a tough one because it can only be one thing. I would say infrastructure. So I was thinking either food, because we love the food there. However, there's also good food here already, but the infrastructure. Can you imagine if you just could walk out the front right now, go underground, and there's a subway that could just take you anywhere?
It'd be insane.
Take you to Sydney, take you to Melbourne, take you to wherever in the country within hours.
That would be pretty insane.
That would be really lit. So as much as I would love to have the cuisine of Japan and the level they have it at here, I think what would be even cooler than that would be the infrastructure. New Zealand, for me, it would be the topography. Like having those really nice, beautiful mountains, those valleys, the lakes. The topography of New Zealand is second to none. So that would be my one for New Zealand. For, where else have we been? Korea?
Yep.
Can you think of one for Korea?
Korea,
And for these places, if we can't think of one for you, don't take this personally. Australia's a pretty amazing country. We have
a lot here.
A lot of amazing things. So that's nothing against Korea. I just couldn't really think of anything as I saw the question then.
Maybe the food. We love the food in Korea.
The food is pretty amazing there, although it's not quite to the level of Japan's, I think. Maybe like they have really good manners in Korea.
Steal their manners.
Like they're really like, maybe like certain aspects of Korean culture. Like I love the respect that they have and very polite and very caring and like take their time with things and doing their best and that kind of aspect of culture. What about Canada? I feel, excuse my French, but I feel like Canada's really gone down at the shitter recently. If I was a kid and you'd asked me Canada, I would have been like, yeah, friendly, most amazing people in the world, like awesome society. Now, I don't really think there's any in Canada that...
Maybe some of the scenery, like they've got pretty...
I've always said topography though, but you could say like nature?
Trees. Yeah,
trees. Canada, we want your trees.
I like their trees. Yeah, like the pine trees. I think of pine trees and I think of Canada.
Yeah, I do. I did like the nature there. Are those the only countries we've been to?
For now.
Yeah, I know for now, but like I feel like for the amount we've traveled, that's quite a small number of countries.
We've just revisited places
Just repeat offenders.
quite a few times.
Repeat
offenders.
offenders who just find somewhere we like and just destroy it.
Exploit
That
the
is all the
country.
countries, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Is there anything you wanted to add to that?
Well, I'm glad you answered first because
You were thinking like a doll or a onigiri.
yeah, like
or
a physical
you
object.
could take it that way too. I don't think that's the way it's meant though.
No, I think your answer was probably more on par.
Is there any other ones you want to add to it though, or any things you disagree with me on?
No, I think I agree. I would say, yeah, if it wasn't the infrastructure of Japan, it would be the food I would be stealing. But then again, you can get some pretty tasty Japanese food in Australia.
That's what I was thinking.
We just shout out to Kudos Bros. Is that what you were about to say?
I was going to say Sushi Honba, but Kudos Bros is really good too.
Kudos Bros in Rabina and Sushi Honba in Burleigh. Like some, and actually, I'm also going to shout out that Oi Izakaya in Burleigh as well.
Very nice.
That
Again in
was
Burleigh.
good. Yeah.
But see, the reoccurring theme is they're already here.
Yes.
We already got the bone. We already got the bone digging food here. we don't need to steal it from Japan. But I tell you what, we don't have
infrastructure.
good infrastructure.
Yeah, that is definitely something we could have.
For a first world, like one of the best countries, our infrastructure is a dog poo-poo.
Yeah, it's not great. I think Australia's always playing catch up with that kind of thing, isn't it? Whereas Japan kind of recognised from a very early part that like they're going to need the infrastructure.
Yeah, they just got it done.
They just did it.
And built it.
I think something else I would steal from
We
Japan.
can't even build a highway. It takes 10 years to build a highway from Burleigh to Palm Beach. They built like a rail system that goes around the whole country in that time.
They had the bullet train in the 80s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they had it ages
They were
ago.
so advanced.
We were still probably riding around on horses here when they had the
yeah. Oh, no, it's a good question. Should I ask you a question now?
Oh, you should.
So, my question for you is this one's a bit savage. What makes you instantly think, yeah, we're probably not going to be friends?
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty open to... Because I feel like most times when people start talking to you, like, they're not portraying their true selves anyway, so I'm not going to judge someone on their friendship on our first conversation, but if I try to think of something that really stands out, as in like is probably I wouldn't take this personally to anyone, but if all you can talk to me is like about sports and stuff like that, I would say that. Not necessarily that that's any detriment on you, but I just have no knowledge or interest in like any sports. So if your mad obsession that you always want to talk about is sports, I don't know, we're probably not going to be that good of friends.
Yeah.
Because most like psychological things or like little traits or habits that people have, I actually find quite interesting, and I'm happy to have friends that have all little weird quirks and habits and whatever else it is.
Keeps the conversation interesting.
But in terms of like, if all you want to talk about is sport and stuff like that, I just don't really have anything to contribute.
You just kind of switch off a little bit, don't you?
I don't mind being around people who are passionate about things because it kind of revs me up a bit, but I just have nothing to give back. Like, I don't know who's the captain of any team. I don't know which teams do good in any league. I don't know.
Oh, I'm the same. When people, like, it was Origin recently, apparently, and someone was like, oh, did you watch the game last night? I was like, what game? And they were so offended. I was like, what game are we talking about?
Yeah.
Obviously, Origin.
Ball, kick, hand, I don't know.
So shall you ask the question for me?
Yeah.
Shall you ask? Why did I speak
Do you need to hear it again, or are you good to
go? No, I've got it right here, so I can just like check it myself. So something for me that
straight away is like, you're not going to be friends with this person.
Yeah, I think if someone is like really like bitching about other people, like, oh, did you hear so and so, and like really gossipy and being quite negative towards other people behind their back, that's a real red flag for me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be friends with you.
See, I would agree with you if it was a persistent behavior, but I would give someone more of a chance to open up more, because as sad as it is, I almost feel like that's the default in society. The
Mm.
default is like, oh, let's bitch about someone. So if they don't know you well, their first thing is like, oh, this person probably wants me to hear some gossip about this person or to
Yep.
bitch about this person. But if I can like let that person know that's not what I'm about,
Mm.
and then they come at me with a different line of questioning, then that's sweet. I'm not going to shut someone down just because they bitch to me. Because, yeah, I don't think it's the fault of the person inherently at first.
Mm.
But if you can see that, like, that's not something I'm vibing with and you just keep bringing up negative stuff, then, yeah, that would definitely be one for me too.
Yep. Yes.
Ooh, food edition. I'm sure we'll resonate with this one. Oh, I think we've answered this one, but I'll ask it again just in case you haven't. If you could eat only one country's cuisine forever, what would it be?
I My knee-jerk reaction is to say Japanese food, but I'm thinking about it more logically, and I almost want to say like a more Mediterranean cuisine because I think that's a bit closer to.
Okay, Mediterranean isn't a country, so you're gonna have to be a bit more specific. Otherwise, I would just because you can't really just say Asian cuisine because that's so many different forms of
No,
cuisine.
maybe like Greek because it's like
Greek. When was the last
heavy.
time you had Greek food?
I love Greek food.
But when was the last time you had Greek food?
I don't know.
You don't even. It's not even the food you eat. It's gonna be the food you eat most of the time.
I think I'm just thinking logically though, because I think about what sort of food is Mediterranean. It's like normally high protein, lots of veg, something like healthy fats because you got lots of olive oil and whatnot. Yeah, I feel like sustainably and for like the sake of variety, but also taste, I could do that like long term. Whereas like I wanted to say Japanese food, but I do as much as I love Japanese food, I do get a little bit sick of it after a while just because it's so heavy on like the sauces and it's very high fat.
So you think more along the lines of like Italy or something like that?
Italy or Greece.
Italy or Greece?
Yeah.
I'm going to argue on you on that one.
Okay.
That's what we do here.
Fight me, bro.
I'll fight you on that one. I feel like your diet right now and for the at least other year or so from now is kind of the exact opposite of that. So Greek and Italian diets are quite high fat. Fats are quite minimal. Yours is more meant to be high carbohydrate, high protein.
Well, what diet would include those sorts of things?
See, that's a tough one too.
I feel like you could do the Greek diet, the Mediterranean diet. Like you could pull back on the fat a little bit and just make it really carb heavy. Like they're big on.
So give me an example of the daily diet, daily Greek inspired diet for bodybuilding.
So today on my plate,
Yes.
well, I'm thinking like, okay, souvlaki is when you think about what souvlaki is, it's rice, meat, vegetables, and a bit of normally you have like some tzatziki or something. So you've got your fats. To me, that's a pretty clean meal, and I feel like you could rein that in a little bit and make it like quite clean if you wanted to, like cook the meat in less oil.
Okay, let's take away the like sustainability and like logic and all that, just purely on taste.
Yeah.
What would it be? Would it still be Greece?
I think it would be Japan. If it was just taste, but I think the bodybuilder in me is like thinking about macros, and Japanese food is not very macro friendly.
Sushi can be okay. But no, I get what you
Not
mean.
according to Justin. When I said I'd had sushi before my blood test, that was partly why my insulin
I think
spiked.
more so
He was like, "You
just
realize
from
it's
overeating kind of thing, but like it's just rice and fish. Like
Yep.
that's a pretty good diet.
If you don't have all the yummy sauces
do.
and
But
and
you
I
do.
tend to go for the ones with cream cheese in them.
cream cheese and avocado and
teriyaki sauce
all
and
the
mayonnaise.
good stuff. No, I think if it was me,
Yeah, what would you do?
I think if I was going based on like logic and being healthy and everything, mine might be like I almost think Thai food might have more of a propensity for like health and bodybuilding, just a lot of rice and veg and some meat and spices and stuff.
Hmm.
I just feel like the rice-based one, I don't really associate rice with Greek, but I suppose, like you said, Greek food could have rice.
Yep.
But just for taste, it's really hard to go past either Italy or Japan
Mm-hmm.
because
They got some tasty food
I'll
over
tell you
there.
right now, my three favorite foods, without a doubt, pizza, burgers, and either sushi or fish and chips, like the kind of.
Yum.
I love food.
You're getting hungry.
All right, your question.
My turn to ask you a question. What's your most irrational fear that you're genuinely embarrassed about, if you have one?
I only have one fear, and I don't think it's irrational. I'm not really embarrassed about it. It might be irrational how fearful I can get about it, but I don't think it's an irrational fear. So sharks.
Oh yeah, you are pretty scared of sharks.
I really don't like swimming in like deep, dark water in the ocean because it's just something in me is just convinced that like there's going to be a shark there. It's going to get me. And I feel like it's not super irrational because sharks do live in the ocean and sharks do bite people's limbs off. So like it does happen, but I think I can be irrational in my fear of like the likelihood of it happening. Like every time I jump into the dark water, I'm like, here we go.
When's it gonna come in to eat me? I think my irrational fear. I used to actually have an irrational fear of going downstairs, and I would actively avoid it.
Liz is a 95-year-old grandma. These stairs are gonna be the death of me. My old nemesis, the staircase.
Let me explain. And maybe it's not irrational because I fell down the stairs when I was younger, and it really beat me up. And it really, like, for years, I couldn't. My school was built on a hill, which was so like unfair because I was constantly.
Mine was too. Now that you mention it, it had a massive hill that it was built on.
Yeah, so I constantly had to go up and down stairs. But if there was a path I could take that would go down a slope instead of go down a staircase, even though if it added 5 minutes to my journey, I would take it.
So
That was how
funny.
scared I was. And
You're
even
literally
now,
like a self-imposed disabled person. You literally like you have legs to take stairs, but you still take the slope.
just taking my legs for granted, really. But I think now I still have a slight fear of it, but I don't get quite as scared now.
Wow, how have I never known this? How has this never come up? That's so funny.
But now I would say my irrational fear is cockroaches.
This makes so much sense now.
Why?
We would always like anytime we're going on like a hike or on a mountain or like going somewhere in Japan, it would always be like going up was fine. Coming down, I'd always be like, look around. This is like 3 hours still up the mountain. I'm like, what's going on? She's tiptoeing down,
Treading lightly.
She's always like, I'm just trying to be careful, now I know.
It makes a lot more sense.
You're battling in your head against your arch nemesis, the stair.
Yeah.
The decline stair.
I'm so confident going up them.
So up, I was going to say up. No issue.
Yeah.
Down?
I charge up them.
I'm having to pitch a 10 every half an hour to wait for Liz to catch up. I suppose everything comes back to childhood trauma at the end of the day. So just another one for the list.
Yep. Good old childhood trauma.
Oh, we love it. It's definitely humorous. If we opened a restaurant tomorrow, what would we serve?
Burgers.
Yeah, because I thought maybe Japanese food might be what we like the most, but we couldn't do that. We don't have the expertise.
Oh, do we have to cook it ourselves?
Well, I guess, or we at least need
I think
to...
it's just we're facilitating like a restaurant. Like
but I
still
probably think burgers.
I think burgers. We're such a
enthusiast. And we're always complaining about like, and please, if there is anybody watching this right now, please leave in the comments if you know a really good burger place because we're yet to find it. There's some that are okay, but like when you go overseas, you get like the best, like most wicked, like amazing burgers. Come back here, it's just the burger game. It's not strong.
Yeah,
I agree. Some are like relatively tasty, but they're like super small and it's just there's nothing that's like really stands out for me when it comes to burgers here.
I feel like it's a simple thing to make well, and a lot of places don't get it right.
Yeah, they just really skimp on the size, the sauces, the everything. It's just nothing is just like
You like the ones from Kudos Bros though, didn't you? The
they
Japanese
were good,
burgers.
but they weren't like they were chicken burgers. They were more like they were very Asian style burgers.
Yep.
So it was good for like an Asian style burgers, but like we don't have any like fucking Americana, big, like juicy, this is gonna fill me up as a whole meal burgers here.
Maybe Z Pickle would come close to that.
Yeah.
I think we need to give Z Pickle another
we
go.
probably do. Z Pickle is just a little bit hectic on like, I think they focus too much on like cheeses and like really like hectic toppings rather than having like a really good solid burger, but happy to be proven wrong on that one. Yeah, so a burger place. I feel like the market calls for it and we could provide.
Yeah. I think we could make some pretty interesting burgers too and have like really funny names for them.
Tell you where else does really good burgers? Surprisingly, Japan. Japan has some
Goku.
really good
Oh my
burgers.
God, that was the best. I can't wait to go back there and try it. Okay, I'll ask you a question. What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received?
Ooh, interesting one. Probably don't even know. Anytime anyone starts to say anything remotely positive towards me,
Get a bit
the
awkward.
siren starts sounding in my head, and no. Why are you lying to me?
You just assume people are not telling the truth.
Can you think of one for yourself?
I don't know if it's as like considered weird, but I've had 2 people in the past ask me if I have a BBL, and that is kind of a weird compliment in a way. Like it's sort of like thank you, but also does my butt look fake? So it is a bit of a weird one.
BBL. I had to think about that for a sec. The old
Brazilo butt lift.
Butriso lifto.
Yeah, it's kind of like thank you, but I think I'm thanking you. Like I'm not really sure.
No, I think that. No, I can't think of any strange compliments.
I think the other thing, I don't know if you've ever been told you look like someone, but that's always a weird compliment for me.
I have actually.
I've always found that weird because I'm like, well, what does the other person look like? Do they look
Oh,
like...
you mean they haven't told you? Oh, it's not a famous person.
No. Oh, have you been
Yeah.
referred to as like
I don't
a
even want to
famous...
say it now because this was when I was thinner, was smaller. I don't know if I would look like him anymore now, and I had long hair back when I had long hair. I had a few people tell me that. I'm like, oh, you look like Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, really?
Just to clarify, I don't think I look like Matthew McConaughey. But I did used to have like a really long hair tied back in a man bun, and back in those days, I had someone put like a photo side by side, and I could see the similarities.
Okay.
All right.
What about in Wolf of Wall Street?
Those are rookie numbers. Dun, dun, dun. What's one thing that I've changed your mind about? Or what's one thing we've changed each other's mind about? But I'll ask you first. What's one thing that I've changed your mind about?
Just because someone does something to you or reacts to you in a certain way has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with them. That's something big that you've taught me. And to not take things so personally. So, for instance, if someone upsets me by their behavior, that it has nothing to do with me. It's all to do with what they've got on inside, and to not take things so personally. That's really a big thing.
It's cool to be kind.
Is that what I've taught you? Oh.
Just to care a bit more, you know. I feel like I can be very logical sometimes, and in that logic, sometimes, as Liz was just saying, there is a certain part where you do want to realize that like everyone has their own world going on, and it's up to them to make themselves happy. It's not on you to make everyone else happy, but sometimes I can go too far that way. And Liz is always kind of like a constant inspiration to me about like the amount of effort that she does put in to make sure people feel good and other people are appreciated and that other people are being cared for and looked after. And so I think that's what she's taught me and changed my mind about, is that like as much as you need to let other people come to their own decisions about things and make up their own minds about things, it is important to care and to reach out to people and to try and make things easier for the people around you and just to be a bit more caring and kind to the people in your life.
Mm. Yeah, I think you can always I always say kill people with kindness. Like if whether someone's being nice or not being nice to you, I think if you always come at every situation with kindness, I do feel like whether the person receives it well or not, at least you know that you were a nice person and you were kind and positive towards them. I feel like you can't lose in that situation.
Yeah, you've really taught me in how to put other people before myself. Because I always thought it was a great strength to always put yourself first and always do look after yourself first, and then whatever you can do for the people around you, you do that. But you're your own responsibility, and they're their own responsibility. But there is a time and a place also for putting others before yourself.
I agree. I've got some rapid fire ones.
Okay.
Hugh versus Liz. Hugh versus Liz. Which one of us would survive a zombie apocalypse longer?
Me.
Definitely. We actually have talked about this before.
Numerous times with different people.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I feel like the zombie apocalypse thing comes up a bit in conversation.
I think it has something to do with your mass collection of tuna and protein powder and all the supplies. We always say we'd make a good bunker.
Yes.
But also I think your logical mind and your ability to think really quickly on your feet would get you far in a zombie apocalypse. Hugh or Liz, who would accidentally join a cult?
I feel like Liz.
Yeah, I feel like I've already joined one. We always joke that sisterhood's a cult. It's like a running joke.
Because if someone was kind and nice to Liz, I feel like she'd be like, yeah, I'll be with this person. Whereas I'm the opposite. If someone's kind of nice to me, I'm a bit sus. I'm like, why are you doing this?
You're a bit more skeptical. What's the agenda?
Yeah.
Hugh versus Liz. Who would get arrested first and for what?
I feel like Liz, because I would do more illegal stuff, but I just wouldn't get caught. I feel like you would do the slightest thing wrong and then you would hand yourself in
I would.
to the authorities.
I'm like a Japanese person in that way. I am like a law-abiding citizen. Of course I. One more. Hugh versus Liz. Who would spend $500 on something completely unnecessary?
Definitely not me.
Me.
I am the absolute antithesis of that.
Yeah, you are very careful with your money.
I wouldn't spend $5 on something that I didn't think was worthwhile.
No. Okay, your turn to ask me.
Alrighty. I got some rapid fires for you, actually. Most overrated city?
Overrated.
Overrated.
That we've been to? I would assume so.
I mean, no. It can be whatever you like.
Maybe Vancouver. I'd heard positive things about Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't really have much positive about it anymore, but that is a good one. Either that or Auckland.
Oh, I actually thought of Auckland.
I found Auckland to be, no offense to New Zealand because we love New Zealand, but I found Auckland to be quite bland. Not really anything going on. Bit grey, bit moody, bit dark. Not very.
It's very busy.
Not very
too.
walkable. Not much going on.
Yeah, it's a very small city too.
I can say the same thing about Brisbane, but I feel like Brisbane isn't. No one goes in with high expectations of Brisbane.
No.
Best airport.
Oh, the one in Taipei. Do you remember how amazing it was?
That was great, but best. I
mean, I suppose Singapore Changi Airport is pretty incredible.
I'm keen to see that one. I haven't been to that one yet.
I went through it on my way to Thailand, but it was 2 a.m. in the morning and I was traveling solo and I was like, I just want to get to because it was a stopover and I was just hell-bent on I got to get to my gate and I just got to stay there because it was really quick.
Yeah,
so I didn't really let myself appreciate it, but from what I've seen and heard, apparently it is amazing.
Wow, worst airport.
Oh, I was thinking Cairns Airport. Remember when we had to stop there to go to Japan?
Cairns is pretty tiny. Cairns, also Queenstown Airport is tiny.
Oh yeah, it's
Nothing
very small.
inherently bad about it, but just like tiny.
Yep.
Narita's. Although Narita does have a few
I
nice.
don't know. They've got a Lawson's
They
there,
do,
so
exactly.
it ranks pretty high for me.
It's very high.
Everyone speaks so like badly of Narita Airport, but
It's just so far away from everything too.
I think that's the con. It's like you're so far from Tokyo, and it adds so much more travel time.
Best buffet you've ever had.
The Osaka breakfast buffet, but I think that's quickly. Oh, which one were you gonna say?
The Hakuba breakfast buffet.
Oh, at the Rosenheim.
That was the best one I've ever had.
It's been so long that I've almost forgot about it.
The surprise one we got in Korea was also quite nice too. When we missed a flight, we got put up at a hotel and they let us have the buffet for free. That was
I remember we were raving about it, and there was these other people that were on our flight, and they were kind of like, "What are you going on about?"
We're like, this is the best food we've had the whole trip.
Yeah.
Most overrated fast food.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, big time.
Shake Shack was a bit disappointing.
Big time.
Look, don't get me wrong. I'll take a burger any day and some chips. It wasn't bad, but for the price and the amount that people go on about it, I thought it was quite a letdown.
Every other fast food we had was better.
Zeteria,
was lit.
Which is like a cheap knockoff version of like Burger King, was better than Shake Shack.
Best coffee.
Best coffee. I do love a Starbucks in Japan specifically.
In Japan, yeah.
Yep.
Japanese coffee is good.
It's really good.
Best dessert?
The first thing that came to my mind was those, it's probably not the best, but the ice cream parfaits from the Japanese supermarket. Oh my God.
I would say those cookies we got in Melbourne that time were really nice.
Yes.
They were
really
like
good.
a warm cookie that has like a gooey chocolate inside it. That's pretty lit.
How about the ones we went to Tart Bakery on the Gold Coast recently in Burleigh? They
had some nice stuff too.
some pretty good treats.
I'll be going back there.
You will be.
No, you'll just watch me.
I'll just live vicariously for you.
You're my spectator.
I'm dieting for the next 4 weeks, so I'm just gonna watch and enjoy. You
can touch yourself while I
oh my God.
stuff pastries down my mouth. Favorite hotel?
I really liked that one in Taipei, the French one.
That's what I was going to say.
That was so cool.
The Palace de China.
Palace de China.
Palace de China. Shout out to Palace de China.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the one that's coming to mind at the moment because it was recent.
It's definitely up there.
We've stayed in some cool ones in Japan though. In Sapporo, the Knot. I really liked.
Oh, that was good.
That was really nice.
That was more
the Royal Park.
The Royal Park was good too.
Sorry, the Royal Park in Japan. That is
because it had the buffet and it had the really nice
and it was just really
room.
Nice.
Worst hotel. I know this one for me.
Oh, the one in Korea.
Yeah,
it wasn't the same for you.
so many mosquitoes.
I normally trust Hugh to book us like.
Oh, it was central and it was cheap, but
how many mosquitoes do you think you killed in that hotel?
50 in the one night, I reckon.
So we
did realize that. I think they were coming in because it was so hot. I think we opened up one of the windows, but I don't think you meant to open the windows.
Well, it was funny. I saw a mosquito coil sitting in like one of the drawers, and I was like, "That's so weird. Why would they have that?" And we left the window open just for some airflow because I think the air conditioning was really noisy there. You pay for what you get. Yeah. No, sorry, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. Dream destination.
Oh, I mean, we've got Shanghai coming up. I am really keen, but I wouldn't say that's my dream destination. I would say my dream destination would probably be somewhere in Europe, maybe like Italy. Is this what this is? For anyone not watching, Hugh's gesturing with his hand like an Italian person.
Oh, mamma mia.
Italy, yeah. Italy. I would say Italy or Greece, Croatia.
Yeah, that'll be.
Maybe even
Belgium for a bit of Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Bit of Spain and bit of Madrid, bit of Barcelona.
Oh, Spain. I really want to go to Spain.
Barcelona, bit of Morocco, bit of Turkey. Well,
Can I just say Europe?
Europe vibes.
Because Europe we haven't been to Europe together, so.
I haven't even, actually, I've been once, but it was just Amsterdam and.
You were kind of on another planet the whole time.
We know what goes on in Amsterdam when you're in your early 20s.
Oh, this is such a good question. If animals could review humans on Google, what would your dog say about you? We always talk about this.
My first reaction was to go to like a 5-star rating, but it wouldn't be. Like,
No.
it would be like, I think it'd be like 4-star, and she would say the good stuff, but she'd be like, but losing a star because they're quite selfish with their food. They don't let me, like, they kick me out of my bed. Don't take me on enough walks. She would have a whole list of things of atrocities that we've committed.
Yeah, we always joke that Bella like is so hard done by because she's actually the most spoilt dog in the world, but her face says otherwise, and she's
just so bipolar. Like 1 second she'll be the happiest dog in the world, and then if there's one thing that's happening that she doesn't like if you've got some food that you're not sharing, or she has to move off the couch or whatever it is, the look is like the look of a dog who has been through some trauma. Some deep, deep trauma.
Yeah, I don't think she'd have nice things to say about me. I seem to upset her the most.
Yes, Liz is
because I'm always the one kicking her off the furniture, and
I'm more of an enabler. She wants to do something, I just let her do it. She's my daughter. She's my girl. I got her from a very young age, and she'll always be my daughter.
She's your little baby.
I'll let her do whatever she wants, and there's nothing that I'll ever say is wrong with her.
She's definitely a daddy's girl.
Yeah. What's a luxury that's actually worth every dollar?
Oh, maybe like staying in a really nice hotel, or we're yet to experience it, but I imagine something like paying for business class or a really...
So that was a tough one for me. I would say that it's something that I would love, but just to say that it's worth every dollar, to say that it's worth 10 grand to fly to the same destination, it takes the same amount of time.
You're still on a plane at the end of the day.
Still on a plane. It's still not amazing. And to pay 10 grand instead of 1 grand, to say that that's worth every dollar it's something that's very nice, but I agree with you on the
hotel.
On the hotel, maybe not high-end luxury.
No.
But to have a nice hotel, spending a bit extra to go from average to nice is a big difference.
There's a big difference. I agree.
Anything else? Any other luxury that you think is worth every dollar?
Maybe having like a decent car, versus having, because we've both had like cheap cars in the past.
I was going to say accommodation and transport.
Transport.
The two things.
Oh yeah, like when
if it was different, if it was like a train, the difference between getting like a first class or an economy class for a train, I'd probably go the first class.
Yep.
But it's only flights that they're just so astronomically different in terms of what you pay. But if it's just a few extra $100
it's worth spending
for
the money.
A train or whatever it is, it's so worth it.
Or like in Japan, we discovered the buses are so much better if you can get just a direct bus to somewhere. I love that. That's our idea of luxury.
It is.
We're easy to please.
No, but it is though when you think about it.
It is a luxury.
There's always other levels to it, but like all you have to do is look around and like see some of the people we've been watching recently. Like that's budget traveling. What old Wayne does.
Yep.
Fiasco Degamo, I think his YouTube channel is, if anyone wants to check it out. But that's budget traveling.
Yep.
That is true budget traveling. What we do is pure luxury compared to what he does.
Yep.
So just because it's not ultra high end doesn't mean it's not like a good way to travel. Yeah. You for me?
Yeah, maybe I'll ask you one more.
Mm-hmm.
What is something you've changed your mind about in the last year?
The importance of things. How important things are in life. I feel like I don't place the same importance on things I used to. I used to kind of have a desperate need for things to be a certain way, a desperate need for things to be exactly the way I planned them to be, and wanting them to be a certain way more than anything else. And I just feel I've expressed this to you recently a number of times. If I get stressed about something, or if you get stressed about something, it's just like, it really doesn't matter. Like in this moment, you're making it out to be such a big thing, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. just doesn't matter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like tomorrow probably won't even be on your mind, but right now you're thinking, oh, I thought it was going to be this way and now it's this way, just to be like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
There's barely anything in life that really matters to the extent that you should be getting upset about it for.
Yep.
What
That's a
about
good
you?
one. Yeah, I think something we actually heard in a video that YouTuber you mentioned, Wayne, and that's that some people aren't meant to be with you in your life. They're not meant to be the whole story. They might just be a chapter. That really hit me when I heard that. And there's some certain people that come to mind that like they're always going to be in my life, but maybe they're not going to be as heavily. They're not going to be the main character anymore. Whereas maybe in previous chapters they were, and that's okay because not everyone is meant to walk this life with you the entire way. And new people come in, and people go, people come. But I think the ones that stay for the long run are the ones that are meant to be with you and the ones that truly are like your people.
Yeah. And everyone's got their own book too. Everyone's got their own book they're writing. So just
Yeah.
because your narrative isn't aligned with their narrative anymore doesn't have anything to say against either of you.
Yeah, and I think about you a lot in that statement as well.
I think about you too.
You know, we had some time apart, but we came back together, and I reflected on it around the time, and I still do now. It's like I think we were always going to be in each other's life in
'cause
some capacity.
It's because I stole your book and wrote myself back into it.
Yeah.
Got a pen and went to town. What's something Australians do that the rest of the world should copy?
Oh, just being laid back, like just not like giving a fuck.
This is fair to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, we're almost
I think
like
some fucks should be given.
we're almost
about
at the
certain
extreme
things.
end of that.
Yeah,
That
we're
we should
too
give more
far.
fucks.
But I agree. There's definitely some places that could do with a healthy dosing of
Just chill.
not giving so many Fs. But yeah, no, I think that's a really good one. I think what's something Australians do the rest of the world should copy. Yeah, I think our ability to not sugarcoat things, to have less of a filter about things, to just go up to someone and be like, "Oh, mate, you know you got a fucking thing on your forehead there? What's that? What's that thing? What's that red thing you have on your forehead there, bro?" Like just go like in the example that I'm doing right now, I'd be like if an Indian person had like a red dot and then you want to know about it. Like, no, and you want to know about it, an Australian would just be like, "Oi, what's that red dot thing out there?"
Yeah, we
And
don't
then
have much of a
you would have a
filter.
conversation and you would find out about it and everything would be sweet. But
Yeah.
there'd be so many places in the world where you'd be like, "Oh no, you can't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Don't even look at it.
Bit more-
Don't even don't even make sure you look at their eyes. Make sure you don't look at like just to be so avoidant."
Yeah.
I feel like it's in a lot of countries it's very much like avoid and don't talk about the thing. Whereas in Australia it's fully much just like anything that's slightly different about someone in Australia, like, "Oh, what's that thing there?" Or "Why are you wearing that?" And it might on the surface seem like, "Oh, that's racist" or something, but
It's more just curiosity.
I feel like it's more just like curiosity, and we don't have the same filter to be like, "Oh, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist." Like, no, you're different to me, and I want to find out why.
The most interesting conversations I've had have been when my curiosity's been sparked and I just go with it and I ignore that little voice that's like, "Oh, that's a weird thing to ask," and be like, "What's up with that?" Or like, "Why did you say that?" Or why do you it just sparks like an interesting conversation.
Not having this like gated idea of like there's certain things you can talk about and certain things you can't, just to have that Australian thing of like everything's on the table. When you're talking to a real true blue Aussie,
True boo.
you never know what they're going to ask you and you never know what they're going to say. It could be anything.
Yeah, I think that's a real strength that we have as Australians, but it can also...
Yeah, it can be to our detriment as well.
Yeah, it can get you in a bit of trouble.
Sometimes you do want to have a little bit of tact when you're approaching a certain topic or something, whereas an Australian might point your stomach and be like, "Oh, are you like pregnant or something? What's going on there?" Or
so funny. Yeah. Well, I think there's some good questions there. Should we wrap it up, do you think?
What are you going to wrap it up with?
I don't know. I think my last question was
A
kind
thin,
of
no, I
wrapping.
meant like the material.
Oh.
Like a thin sheet, or
Some wrapping paper.
let's call a wrap to that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
If there is anyone listening right now.
I hope there's at least one person
This
listening.
is pretty far into the podcast, and it is just us talking. But yeah, thank you for listening. We appreciate it because we're having a good time doing it, and as long as we enjoy it, we're going to keep on doing it. So
Yep.
if you like it too, that's just an added bonus.
That's the cherry on top.
Cherry on top of that sweet, sweet cake. Got me thinking about food again.
Stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry. All right. Bye, everyone.
See ya.